Good morning, my name is Hans Mert Winter and I'm an English instructor at Say Hi. Today we're going to talk about the phrases there is and there are. This is a lesson on your Unit 8 of your Interchange Red series or the Red book. So when do we use there is and when do we use there are? So we use there is and there are when we talk of an existence of something somewhere. So we use there is when we talk of singular objects or singular things, and we use there are when we talk of plural things or plural objects. For an example, you say there is a pen on the table when you talk of one pen on the table. So there is a pen on the table. We have how many pens? One, a pen. We have one. And we say there are pens on the table. So how many pens do we have? We have two or more pens. So take note that here we did not put S because we only talk of one pen. But here we made the pen plural. We added S because we talk of two or more pens, plural subjects or plural objects. Now, when we make questions using there is and there are, it is very easy. For an example, for there is, we just drop, we do it like this. Is there. Okay? So, is there a pen on the table? So what was our first example? Our first example was there is a pen on the table. There is a pen on the table. So it's very easy. There is a pen on the table. Make it into a question. Is there a pen on the table? Okay, the answers could be yes, there is. Yes, there is. You may say yes, there is a pen on the table. Or you may say yes, there is a pen on the table. Or you may say simply yes, there is. Or no, there is none. Okay? No, there is none. So it's very, very simple. Now, we go to the plural form for there are. So the first example was there are pens on the table. There are pens on the table. So how are we going to make this into a question? So again, drop are there pens on the table? And since this is a question, never ever forget your question mark. Okay? So there are pens on the table. This is a sentence. Are there pens on the table? This is a question. So the answer could be are there pens on the table? Simply it could be yes, there are. Or you may say yes, there are some pens on the table. Or simply you can just say yes, there are. Or you may say yes, there are some pens on the table. Yes, there are some pens on the table. So take note that we made use of the indefinite pronoun some. So when do we use some? We use some when we talk of either countable or non-countable nouns in an affirmative sentence. Okay, so this is an affirmative sentence. Yes, there are some pens on the table. What if there is none? What if there are no pens on the table? Okay, you may say no. You may say no, there aren't any pens on the table. No, there aren't any pens on the table. So we made use of the indefinite pronoun any. So when do we use any? We use any. It is what is any? Any is an indefinite pronoun, and we use it in a countable or non-countable nouns, specifically for questions or in negative sentences. Okay, now let us do it in your book. So what is present in your book talks about locations. Okay, so today I am also introducing you to some prepositions. So what are these prepositions? We have on, we have next to, we have near or close to, we have across from or opposite, in front of, in back of or behind, between and on the corner of. So let us use there is and there are using locations. So let me give you one example. Okay, we have here is there a laundromat near here? Is there a laundromat near here? Yes, there is. There is one across from the shopping center. So take note that we made use of the preposition across from. One across from. It's on the opposite. Okay, yes, there is. Why did we use there is? Because the question is there a laundromat? It's asking for one laundromat. Is there a laundromat near here? Yes, there is. There is one across from the shopping center. If it is negative, you say, no, there isn't. But there is one next to the library. Again, is there a laundromat near here? No, there isn't. But there is one next to the library. Next, let us use are there. Are there any grocery stores around here? Affirmative, yes, there are. There are some nice stores on Pine Street. Sorry, this is stores, not stories. There are some nice stores on Pine Street. What if it is negative? Are there any grocery stores around here? Oh, take note that we made use of some here, since this is an affirmative sentence or an affirmative answer. What if it is a negative answer? It is a negative sentence. Are there any groceries around here? No, there aren't. But there are some again. This part here is affirmative. No, there aren't, but there are some on 3rd Avenue. Now let's have negative. No, there aren't any around here. We made use of the indefinite pronoun any. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. I will send via WhatsApp all the worksheets that you will be answering for this unit. Thank you very much, and this has been your teacher, Mr. Hans.